you know, add-ons, boom boom, going over the cap, boom boom. I would usually I would have Vicious Shadow here for back attack, but I guess I need to kill them slower. I would have back attack here too, but I need to kill them slower, so using the regular crit damage right there. We are gonna use back attack on this one. And yeah, hopefully this hour we can we can do some good stuff. But the last times I tried this, I killed the monsters way too fast, and they would give me less loot. It's kind of weird. You forgot you need to get those artifacts. Yeah, they can be nice to get. I'm trying something here now, something that might look a little bit weird. But we see if it works. Like we see if we get more. It is gonna be a little bit slower gameplay. The reason why I'm doing this is because the last two times when I did this, I did this in a very fast way. I killed these guys like instantly. But I got very low amount of trash loot. So I'm thinking it's because I don't hit these guys, you know, moving in, because I kill them too fast. Like, so they don't drop anything. So yeah, we're gonna be chilling a little bit more. It's kind of weird. It's really weird. Usually it's always the other way around. You have to like do more faster, more DPS. Like, no, it's a little bit slower. It's a little bit slower now. Like I'm doing it on purpose. It's really hard though. It's really hard. A lot of people kind of get that because they think that the cap is the cap, right? And they don't. Some people don't even know about the cap. And it happens a lot on YouTube when I could upload a video like this, and they're like, oh, but you have like 5 billion AP. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna get your number. I'm like, no, you're gonna be very close. or you could even, if you play better than me, like you could even get more. But like people get this like around a foot or whatever you call it, like they think it's because you have so much more AP, like you're gonna get so much more trash, but like no, not necessarily. It depends a little bit. If your dosa faster than your LAN here, yeah, it is. But I'm getting less. I'm getting less trash though, because the dosa is a little bit weird when it comes to get the hits like all around. I'm a lot, like I'm way more used to spinning around on my LAN to get the hits in and everything. But like on the dosa, you're gonna have to do it on a different way, right? So it plays a little bit different. But the amount of sheer like damage that I do on this guy, like back attack, it happens, it's more DPS. And it's even more than the witch when I play the witch without using MMAs, magical arrows. So it's even more damage than the witch without the MMA. And it's a lot of damage. Get this zone, for example, no matter how fast you kill him, you still have to wait for respawn and become vulnerable. Yeah, but it's more about the hit radius. You're gonna cap out, like even in this place, you're gonna cap out on like 26, 27. You can't get more than that. If you get more than 26, you just get lucky. You spawn more butchers if you get more than 26. But the reason why there is a cap on it is because, like, yeah, sure, there is a spawn timer here and everything, but like you can only kill so many monsters. Now I can kill these guys like instantly. If I do that, I'm gonna get 17,000 trash. So there is a reason why some people make 25 and some reasons why people make 17. And the DPS is the same. But the difference is you have to hit the monsters before they drop, before they despawn. So yeah, you have to make sure that you do that. If you don't get the hit in on the other monsters, they don't drop anything when you kill this guy, so they just despawn, you know? There's also different ways that people do it. Some people make the recordings, they already played here for 10 minutes and then they start the recording. So that's obviously a very, very sketchy way of doing it. Like that's like you playing 70 minutes. And that makes more sense, you know? Your average is 33. Oh yeah, 30, yeah, sorry. I was speaking about 36. No, not 26. Yeah, but you have to be more lucky with the butchers to get more than 36. So it's just you being lucky at that point. And it's also based on if you already prematurely spawned the despair. It is based on that. Like you don't get 36 otherwise. Maybe in Ulukita that may be the case with AP. Yeah, to a certain degree. It's a higher cap, so you need to have more gear score. You need to have more gear. In the future, it's gonna be the same thing, even in Ulukita, because you're gonna have so much gear score in the future. It's kind of gonna, it's gonna be like Gyfin. The easier something is like, you know, the more on par every single class can be. But the harder something is, you really notice the class differences. Even if you have the same AP, or even if you have a lot more AP, like you're capping out, it's bigger of a class thing at that point. And that's why you don't run back attack crystals here. I need to be able to kill the small monsters before the big monster die. Yeah, yeah. When the butcher go back to I'm like shit, where's the purple? Yeah, the purple is can be dangerous. It's always the guy that kills you. It's the purple. That's why I always have to aim at range people. You know, it's the range people is the one that's gonna tap you. Let's see. Yeah, I mean it's easier to enjoy different classes if you only want to do like lower gear score recommended places. It's easier to enjoy all of the classes. It's like the more difficult something becomes, it's like the more lean, like you're gonna get leaned into specific classes because they can just do it way better. So sadly that's a thing. I'm not a big fan on that. Luckily, I picked and chose a class like 6 years ago that seemed to be very good, like overall, throughout the times. It definitely had its issues, but you know, from time to time, it's also been like, you know, the strongest class. And oh my god, oh my god, let me get you Cafres. You want to get Cafres? How about no? My Cafres. Stay away from my loot. Dude, I live for the loot. I need it way more than you, D-boy. I need a loot. I need a loot to live. It's my fuel. It's my fuel. I don't feel good without the loot. You know, like a lootless day. That's a really bad day. Two live? Two live? You need 70k? God damn. Do you play Awakening Dracania? I did play Awakening Dracania a long time ago for PvP, but that was a long time ago, and I only played it for like, I don't know, 3 to 4 weeks. So if you have any if you have any Dracania questions, I would ask Quenja, but do take it with a grain of salt though. Do you think I would be better on Dosa? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how good you would be on specific classes. I think you should play the class that you want to play the most. And just enjoy and feel, you know, most of the classes are pretty strong in this game, to be honest, especially for PVE. It's not too important that you can, like, you know, if someone uploads a video that you can get like 50 billion trash loot, it's not too important. And most of those people that upload a video like that, they kind of do that in a very perfect hour kind of a way. So even if you play the same class and have the same gear, and even if you copy paste everything, you're still gonna be far away. So yeah, many times it's pretty important to not like chase anything, to be honest. Just try to enjoy the gameplay. The opinion majority of things Quenya say are very generalized and often not accurate for the average player. True. I mean, fair. No, true. Fair. Fair enough. But it's a little bit like me too, you know. Most of the conversations, if you're gonna ask an end game player about things, most of the conversations is gonna be about end game, and it's gonna be taken from such a standpoint. So yeah, it makes sense. The one thing that I don't understand, Quenya, is how the Awakening Dracania can pull 28,000 trash per hour at Darkseeker, and the Succession LAN can cap out at 25. How is Dracania Awakening B tier? And how is Succession LAN S+? But it's not really Quenya, is how people are rating the classes, right? But I'm pretty sure that Quenya rated Dracania. And I'm pretty sure that maybe like maybe Azurillia rated Succession LAN. There were no baseline of rating, so people are gonna have different opinions on different things, right? Which is why we don't really follow, you know, tier lists like that. I usually recommend people to just go into YouTube and search, like if you really want to know how strong a class is. You find the information on YouTube. You can very easily compare grind spots with different classes. And it is very easy to see like how strong a class is in a specific grind spot. We got the Labby helm. Well, what is the Labby helm? Oh, Nebraska. Yeah, I think they got the Nebraska helmet like 2 weeks ago or something. On console. You usually grind 1/4 mil trash on the weekends and then you call it a day. There's a lot of grind. I mean, as long as you keep on enjoying it, you know, like you're always winning. You're always winning if you enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, that's a problem. You know. I don't even know if I'm gonna get that good trash here, to be honest. I might be killing them too fast. Even if I'm trying to slow it down. This is weird. I never played this game. I never played this game before. I never played. I never played this way before. When I'm like trying to slow down, trying to hit the monsters more than like. Open your total time in the game to see how you never play. We don't need to watch that number. We do not need to see how many years. Most of my gameplay has been active gameplay because that's what I enjoy the most. The first year of me playing BDO, I did a little bit of AFK, like, you know, I did some fishing. But yeah, after the first year, I didn't really do much more like AFK stuff. It was always like active gameplay, from one thing to another thing. It's what I enjoy to do the most, so it's very easy for me. Like the grind, you know, the grind like 8 hours a day, every single day, like it's kind of easy. Not that we do that every single day, but I mean, sometimes you don't really need motivation, you know. If you just keep on doing fun things, you don't need to motivate yourself. It's fun. But it would be totally different if I was sitting here by myself. It would be totally different. I probably wouldn't do that. I would most likely play some PoE right now. So yeah, it's a different thing, you know. Does the Dosa hit like a cone? A little bit like a cone, yeah, and straightforward. I didn't realize how long Ellie had played BDO till I seen her YouTube video on video. Yeah, I mean Ellie's been around for a long time. She's one of the OG original streamer, like BDO streamers. But then she went into more like ARPGs, Lost Ark. She played a lot of Lost Ark, and then a few story games like in between, and then she also went into like First Descendant and more trendy games right now. She was one of the first like BDO streamers to actually be able to transition in a very good way, except for like Kari, of course. But like Kari was like I don't know, it was pre my Twitch time. I don't even know. But yeah, Ellie was one of the first that I saw transitioning outside of BDO, like doing other things, and she took a big hit in the beginning. So when she first started playing Lost Ark, you know, 80-70% of her community wasn't around. But then she kept on grinding, you know, she kept on grinding it. And, you know, she rebuilt the community. And every time she goes back in BDO, like, I mean, people are still gonna be here to watch her, like, yeah. I think it's very admirable that the people do that. Is a big jump, and it is scary, you know. But it is something that every streamer has to do at one or another time. while sleep not get 200, 400 million more. I mean, you can you can do that, right? You can do that. I want to save my PC health though. I don't want my PC to be on all the time. So that's kind of why I don't do that. I think about my PC health. You know, my fans only have X amount of like. I can't afford to like, you know, buy a new PC or something. Or new fans. Like can't even buy new fans. I know they're always talking about cheap views, but I need to have cheap fans, you know. She's very straightforward, it seems. She has to be. She is pretty straightforward, but it's also because she kind of has to be. She is a little bit, you know, like you know, like ew. But she also has like she has some integrity, right? So like she kind of has to be a little bit forward. If someone, you know, is going a little bit out of line with all of that, like ew kind of a thing, like no one wants that, right? You don't want to get like you don't want to get doxxed in real life, or you don't want people to show up at your door. Like it can be a pretty dangerous thing, especially for females, even for males. It can be you don't know who you're talking to, and especially when your content is like kind of like it can be sketchy, you know. It can be sketchy. Some people misinterpret everything that you say, and you know. Don't show up at my door. Wait, huh? Show up at your door? What? What did you say? Uvu. No, I mean, I think it's good. I think Ellie is like Ellie is doing it in a good way, even though it is sexualized, and she's still doing it in a good way. There are people doing it in a bad way, and they don't really like stand up like that, you know. They kind of don't have that integrity, or whatever, you know, that you do have. Can I see the crystals? Yeah, right there. I'm trying to slow down the gameplay. So I'm trying to slow down the gameplay, but I don't know if I'm doing such a good job. We'll see at the end of the hour. If you didn't see, you can go back in the VOD, and you can just, you know, go back like a minute. Or you can wait until the end of the hour. I'm gonna show you more properly until the end of the hour. I can explain and show everything at the end of the hour. Oh, that was not good. She's trying, huh? Tafric? Time to buy a plane. Plane ticket. Let's go. She thinks she's trying to get laid. She said uvu to chat. I'm part of the chat. I say uvu. Uvu. Uvu chat. Uvu. Is this for YouTube? Maybe. Maybe. I just need to play this in a very specific way, because like different classes play different apparently, and I don't want to put this class in a bad light by playing it like killing these guys way too fast, not getting any loot, right? It wouldn't really represent what you're doing here, right? So as long as I feel like I can represent this, you know, gameplay, I could upload it on YouTube. Yeah, I don't want to be unlucky. I want to be average. I don't want to be lucky either. It's a demonstration of what you can do with this class. And yeah, sure, maybe you have a little bit less gear score, so you're gonna get less trash. But like everyone can understand that, right? If you're not capping out. If you're capping out, you're gonna be pretty close to reaching what I'm doing anyway. It doesn't matter if you have like 80 gear score less or... UV. Yeah, yeah. But it surprises everyone. It surprises me too. People don't know that. People don't know that there's a cap in this game, and people think that, you know, even though you get like 30% above the cap with the AP, it doesn't really do that much. Like it doesn't do anything really. It is a small, it's a tiny, it's a tiny amount. But some people that haven't, you know, reached the cap yet, they think different. They think different. They don't know because they haven't played it. But they're gonna figure it out when they do play it. They're gonna feel it. So yeah, the whole reason why everyone's trying to get above the cap and trying to get, like, you know, back attack modifiers, and that's the BDO gameplay. That's what it's kind of all about. It does make a difference. Were you still capped? Because I don't want to try that. I know that it doesn't make a difference. I just don't want to try it. I don't want to waste an hour. I don't want to record it. I would go on my LAN to do that, but maybe we can do that tomorrow. I tried similar things, like as long as I'm reaching the cap, is not that big of a difference. If you take away stuff that would like make you go above the cap and beyond, that would have a bigger impact. I mean, the reason why I did like almost the same trash per hour at Ullekita when I played with a sizzle necklace, the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm capping out. Like I'm kinda capping out even with the sizzle. Even though I'm missing like 80 AP, you know, I'm almost capping out either way. I'm very close to that, but like, you know, if I didn't, I had 80 AP more. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't feel like it. It's like it's nothing. I had people telling me so many times, like, you know, oh, TheChilliers, you can only get 32,000 in Gyfin because you have 750 gear score. I'm like, no. You can reach that number way before. Trust me. You don't need to have you know, 1,000 AP or whatever. You don't need that. Oh my god, yeah, this guy bugged out, so that's cool. Yeah, very cool. I can try it tomorrow. We can do it tomorrow. I don't wanna I played this game for a long time. I kind of know that to be true. I never did the test on that, but we can do that tomorrow. I can take away like 300 AP. Maybe not 300 AP. I take away 200 AP, and we see if I even get close. If I get more than 30,000, we know that that's not true. Yeah. I'm still gonna use my back attack. Like I'm gonna use back attack modifiers. I'm gonna use all of those stuff because I'm gonna cap out either way, right? I'm still gonna, like, you know, we're still gonna be blasting. We're gonna be blasting. Yeah, we can do that test tomorrow. If I go live tomorrow, I don't know what day it is. I think we have maintenance tomorrow. I don't know if I go live tomorrow, but we do it in the next stream. We do it in the next stream. It's an interesting thing to it is good to, like, be able to show that. It is good because a lot of people tell me, like, they tell me all the time that it's like, oh, but Chilliers, you can only get like 55,000 with because you have 5 billion AP, and I'm like, no. That's not the only, like, no, you don't need to be 750 gear score. Like, no, trust me. Yeah, you don't need to be my gear scorer to pull the crazy numbers. You don't need to. And it's a good thing that it is that way. It is a really good thing that it is that way because I mean, for most people it's a good thing. For me, it's not really that good. I kind of wish that it was otherwise, but there is a reason why I'm kind of not using the e-buff right here. And the reason is because I'm getting a lot of, like, percentage AP, right? And that makes me kill them even way faster. So I need to, like, slow it down a little bit. I think I mispressed it a few times though. It's a regular habit of popping the buffs. I have returned with pizza. Oh. Socially drained battery. I'm also, like, socially drained. I had to ban a guy before. That guy totally socially drained me. He put my IQ down. He actually, like, he debuffed me in real life. I'm trying to buff up in real life, you know, drinking coffee, and, like, this guy went into my stream to debuff me. It's like, I'm gonna make you lose IQ now. So you're gonna get on my level now. I was like, no. I'm gonna think about that when I go to bed later. Papa Ellie water, Ellie Gatorade, Evil. Reminds me of the legendary roast of Luta did back at the trees all those years ago. The reason why Luta is not banned is because he was right. Okay. I would have banned Luta too otherwise. for a day. This was some next level. This was next level experience. It kind of always blows my mind when people behave this way, but yeah, I mean, you want to know what he did? It came into my stream. It came into my stream, my house, my stream. He went into my stream and he asked me for help. He asked me for help. He was like, "Hey, Chilliers, how do you do this time quest line in Calfian for the Valks?" I'm like, I don't really know. I haven't really done it, you know, like, but like I was gonna go into it a little bit more and more. There was something being discussed like at the same time around. So we were talking about streamers and why people want to watch streams and why they don't. And this guy, before I even answer this question, he said people don't wait. What did he say? He said people don't like no one wants to. I don't want to watch anyone's like playing the game. I want to play the game myself. I would never go into someone else's stream to like, you know, watch them play the game. I want to play the game. And I was like, huh, really? Interesting point of view. And then I tried to explain to him, because I didn't know where he came from at that point. I tried to explain to him like there is a little bit more that goes into it. Like people want to hang out. Everyone does the same rotation in BDO. You know, the thing that is different is the things that we do and talk about, and you know, there's a little bit more that goes into it, right? But when I did try to like prove this point of mine, which is a very, you know, basic point of view, everyone knows about this. When I did prove it in his face, he started to be more and more aggressive. So then he went into like, oh, but it's like you're a 40 viewer stream, and like why don't you do better? And I'm like, huh, what? It's like so he became very hostile, right? So not only did he contradict his own saying of like, you know, he went into my stream, he was gonna ask me for help how to play the game. At the same time, he said, you don't go into streams to see when people play the game. I want to play the game myself. So I had to make fun of him for saying that, right? And I did before I banned him. So that was a W for me. I'm gonna take that with me. But yeah, this guy, he was something else. This guy was truly something else. I mean, I'm not really the one banning people like this. I'm not banning them. They're banning themselves. Like I'm not really doing anything. They just get themselves banned, you know, for being shitty people. You have to try. You have to try a lot. You have to try so hard to get banned in my stream. It's a goddamn achievement, you know. Should hang that on the door. You can show your mom that you did something today. Mom, I got banned in Chilliers stream. Good job, son. Good job. Well played. So yeah, at the end of the things, it always surprises me when people ask for help, but then at the same time they have the knife behind their back, so they're gonna stab you. Like it's such a weird thing. Such a weird thing. And not only that, he also disrespected like all of the streamers and me too. So like I had to ban him. Streamer obligation. He had very bad point of views too. So like, you know, really like too bad. I couldn't let him share more, you know. So some people you're just gonna have to ban. They don't deserve to get heard. So that's what we did. I think it was a good decision. It was a very good decision. I know Elon Musk is like all for, you know, like don't ban anyone, don't cancel anyone. some people do need to get cancelled. You know, people like this guy. He needs to get cancelled. It's okay to do that. Maybe not on everyone, but you know, people that really deserve it. Yeah. Yeah. In Aftermath, I think it's pretty fun. I kind of laugh about it. I'm gonna tell my girlfriend later. She's gonna ask me like, "Hey, how was your day?" I'm like, "Yeah, I banned a guy," and she's gonna be like, "What did he do? What did he do?" Because I never ban anyone, right? And I'm gonna have to tell this stupid story again, and we're gonna laugh about it. What happened? I already just told the story. You can go back in the VOD. You just record back like 5 minutes. You can do that right now. You just go back in the VOD right now and yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was not even saying anything. Like I was just trying to help this guy. But you know, some people can't be helped, so. It's weird. I was watching Blue talk some of the YouTube comments. Jesus, people are rare. Yeah, yeah. I have to deal with a lot of that shit all the time. is happening way more on YouTube. More people have to have like a weird opinion. That's happening way more on YouTube than what it is on Twitch. And the problem is the only rules work if it's all or nothing. The reason is not strong with people. Mm. I just don't know. It's a totally like it's a 180 type of personality from me. Like I'm a optimist that had to struggle through life, right? And I just wanna like have a good time. I wanna smile and you know hang around good people and you know I wanna enjoy my life. I wanna try to help people if I can. I try to be nice, you know. But this guy is totally the other way around. He doesn't have any friends. He doesn't have a partner. No one wants to hang out. It makes sense, right? Pessimist is guys. Fuck, fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ugh. That's why I had to go. You can't come in here and poo poo on the community. It's not okay. Yeah, I mean, he has to go to a shrink. You know, he has to go to a psychiatrist in real life. They had to fix him. You know, give him some electrodes, shock his brain. But yeah, there's not gonna be a BDO community that do that, right? So he has to be banned. He said Lan is dog water and chat is stupid. Your cat sucks. Yeah, that's what he said, and then I banned him. Yeah, you can't say stuff like that. Get the camera. Uh. Hello, I'm level 30, looking for kind soul to leech. I'm full boost EXP. It's a little bit too bad I'm recording a video right now. I'm recording a video. I can't help you. This guy is doing it the right way. He probably watched a guide. Yeah, he probably watched a guide on how to level in BDO. He is doing it the right way. He is being nice. He is telling people like, hey, I have a lot of like scrolls and stuff. It's not gonna be too long. Gotta give it to this guy. If I wasn't doing a recording, I would boost him to 56. Not more. I boost him to 56, and then he could do like the quest line. You gotta play the game a little bit, you know. It's actually a fun game. I love this game. Yeah. Uvu. Uvu. Uvu chat. Uvu. Why? Why are you doing this to me? I think my girlfriend thinks that streaming is easy. She keeps on mentioning like that she wants to like trade what she does to what I'm doing. She wants to trade it, right? She's like, oh, I could be at home. I could like, you know, I could play games and it's gonna be so much fun. I keep on telling her like, you have the wrong point of view right there. I mean that's the best things, you know, about streaming. That's the best things. Like you wake up, you know, you start playing games, right? So like that, yeah. That's the fun things. that's the cool thing. But then I usually tell her like, you know, she's gonna have to deal with people, and she does that, you know, she does that in real life, but it's not the same type of people. The people that people deal with in real life, because there are real consequences in real life, they usually try to act like human people, you know, like. And yeah, internet people though, internet people, they way different internet peoples. And not only do you have to do that, I also mentioned, yeah, I could get her salary then, you know, like I'll take her massive money, and she can take mine. I would do it. I would do it for a month if I could stream it. I'll bring the camera to her job and we do live streaming. I mean, I'm addicted at this point, you know. You can't take away my addiction. It doesn't work that way. But yeah, I had to explain to her, like, you know, the good stuff and the bad stuff, because usually people used to like, they just tend to look at the good stuff. But it's the same thing with her job. It's like, you know, there's good things and there's bad things, you know, like. It's exhausting when you need income. Yeah, it is very, very exhausting. The grind for getting views, streaming, super exhausting. And that's not a fun way of like looking at it. It's a very boring way of like, oh, it gotta grind viewers. It's not a fun thing. It's really annoying. Really annoying. But the journey might be a little bit fun, you know. It might be a fun journey. But it's usually like that when people look at what other people do, they usually only see like the good stuff. It's like, oh, you have it so easy, or like it's like, you know, I am really struggling, you know. I'm struggling. But yeah, I had to tell her a few times, like, you know, streaming is not really, you know, like there is a reason why everyone is not doing it. Like if it was so amazing, you sit at home, you play video games, you make billions of money. Like, I mean, everyone would do it, right? It sounds like the dream. It is the dream. But there's a reason why no one is doing that. Like you take a look at how many people that can do that. Is not that many people. Yeah, there's always a reason because of that. You know, like if something is looking so perfectly, you know, good, but no one is doing it, there's a reason why no one is doing it. Relaxing if you're just pushing going live pure for fun. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I remember. It's also kind of nice. Like I don't know exactly because I never reached this point, but if you can pay for your bills and you know that your core community is gonna support you, I could only imagine that would be a pretty nice feeling. You don't have to worry too much. I can only imagine that as you know you're doing the thing that you want to do, and then you don't have to think about the money. Like you know, that sounds really cool. Sounds really cool. Degeneracy involved. She was probably just a little bit cranky because she had to go to work. But she doesn't really like she doesn't really understand either. She's not like a Twitch person. So even though she used to be a gamer and everything, like it was never that type of a community really that she got herself involved in. Like she doesn't really understand like streaming. So like even if I try to tell her like all of these stuff, like she only understand parts of it. Your ability casts are so much smoother. Mine on Dosa. Am I missing a click? I don't know. I can show you a little bit after the hour here. It's like 1 minute left. Outside of that, I do have a Dosa guide, exclamation mark Dosa. But there's like two different. I can explain this. There's two different ways of playing this class, and I can show you in 2 minutes. That's when the hour is done. One way of playing it is a little bit more lazy, and the other way is a little bit more it's a little bit more spammy. So yeah, it depends a little bit. Thank you, mayonnaise. Thank you. I'm actually actively trying to not kill them too fast, so I'm like waiting a little bit. And I kind of failed many times doing that because it's kind of hard to like wait, and then you start like killing again. It's kind of like a hard gameplay for me. Yeah, I don't really know. It's a habit. I keep on C buffing and stuff. It is a habit. I shouldn't really do that. 20 seconds. I guess this be the last one. Gonna do some frontal like attacks here for like 10 seconds. Okay. So let me just ride to Grana, and then I can show a few things. Unless you want to watch that video, it's like a guide on Dosa right there. I make the best guides. Oh yeah, I can't pick it up. Nowadays I just do Pit of Undying guild bosses and Velgarmoth bosses, Lamau bosses. Is kinda quitting. No, I mean you're still playing the game, but that is very casual. Yeah, but it's okay if you have fun. You just log in and do that. You know, if you have fun, totally okay. Like I understand why people are upset. I understand why people are getting bored. I understand these stuff. I talked about it 4 years ago. I totally understand. But I also understand you can have fun in this game if you do fun things. I totally understand that. Oh, interesting. I need to kill them slower. I would go up there like free 32,000 if I just kill them slower. I get that number. I just need to kill them slower. every time you kill one of these like big dudes, they despawn the incoming monsters. If you haven't tapped them, you don't get the loot. And that is the issue, because I kill them so fast that they despawn. I don't get the hit in. This is way better than the last time, because the last time I did full DPS. I did full DPS the 2 last times, and I got 27,000. 20,000, like, you know, I just went full blast. And obviously that way I killed them way faster, but I didn't get the didn't get the small monsters in, you know.